at Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
All right, welcome everybody to this bonus show. I'm going to be scheduling out some stuff, so figured I'd go live during it. So if anybody joins in, there'll be something to talk about. Otherwise, it'll just be watching some stuff on the screen, I guess. So I guess I'll start out here with the screen capture. Anybody that is over on our Patreon page can join in. So we just sent out a link over here. So if you're on our Patreon, then you can just jump in over here. Otherwise, you can catch us over at Gun Channels. So we're set up at Gun Channels/Daily Gun Show. And if you want a link, you can let us know over here. And we're also over here on YouTube. So we're watching the chat over on YouTube. So let's see. I guess I can close this page. We're scheduling out the show here for the next little bit. And I usually go to my channel. Open it up. Then I go to the video manager, which gets you into whatever this is called, the video manager or whatever it's called. Then I go down to live streaming and open it up, and I go to events. Now this will potentially be changing here in a couple of weeks, but at least for the time being, I'm going to try to use it. So I can't click next there, so I have to open this in a few tabs. So let's see, this will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'll try to put 10 days in here if I can. So I'll go to new event, new event, new event, new event. This way I can just have all these open and I can copy and paste a bunch of stuff to do it as a batch a little quicker than doing each one separately. They all, of course, are going to be separate, so it's not a cookie cutter, but a great majority of it's already in here. So some of it is editing down, like this will be today's show Monday, so I'll go in and remove like our boilerplate, so to speak, from that show. And I'll open this up and I'll remove Monday and the other days. I don't know if this actually saves me any time or not, but it's the way I've been doing it, so more of habit than any other thing. It's not like it's necessarily the only way to do it, for damn sure. But what I'm doing is go into the boilerplate that gets created every time we do a show, or every time we post a new show. We've told Google what to put in here to start it, and I'm editing what we started with. So this should be Friday, I guess. And what this is some of the stuff that we do on a daily basis. So the time for the show, that's always the same. Title of the show, that's always the same. First thing, one of the first things we talk about is our featured Gun Channels member. So I usually put that right at the beginning of the description. Then if we go to one of these that I haven't edited yet, there's this block of show topics. So this is Monday's topics, this is Tuesday's topics, and then Wednesdays and Thursdays and so forth. So this one particularly is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. So this is a Monday. So I'm going to go in and remove everything from Tuesday to Friday. And I'm just going to go to the last one because I think that is a Friday. And I'll remove everything before Friday. And this is just one step of a multi-step process of turning these boilerplates into specific show notes, and then also scheduling the show for a few weeks out. So this will be a Wednesday. So I try to do this every couple of weeks or so. If you could do this like once a year and just sit here and do this 365 times, that might have some advantages, but it might also have disadvantages. If things change or like your show time changes, then you're kind of screwed. So this is something you want to do, if you can, less often than every day. But Again, you don't want to do it so far out that if something changes, it gets pointless and you have to redo the work. All right, so the first thing I did is I kind of edited the boilerplate. Now the next thing I like to do is keep aware of what all's going on here. So one of the things that's going to happen when one of these gets scheduled is it's going to send this tweet out to Google Plus and Twitter. So I'm going to make sure that it does that with a link to us over on Gun Channels, because that's of our efforts that we do with the Daily Show. That's my most interest is seeing the people over at Gun Channels aware of it, and make people aware that Gun Channels is over there. So that's the main thing I'm putting out in the tweets and in the Google Plus messages. So I'm going to just go through each one, and this is what I mean by doing it in batches. I can just do this really quick, kind of going through the tabs and adding copy and paste, copy and paste. And I could do this with my keyboard commands, pretty simple too, or mouse, whatever's easier for you. And then just kind of go back and forth, polishing it up a little bit. So the next thing I'll do is worry about the dates. So this one is today's show. That's pretty easy, and it's going to start at 4 p.m. my time. So that makes it, I click the thing and it gives me a 2-hour show. So now I'm going to go to tomorrow's show, and I'm going to click it on for tomorrow. And there's a glitch here. I have to click it twice all the time. I'll move it to 4 p.m. again, 4 p.m. our time. That makes it 7 Pacific, and I don't know. It makes it 7 Eastern, and then it's automatic. We're in Pacific right now. So when I click add end time, it'll just put an end time, the same date, and then 2 hours later. I go to the next one, and like I say, I got to click it twice because of stupid Google. I could hit a 4 on the keyboard and get down to just the 4s, and then that makes it a little quicker. Now you notice I'm not saving nothing. If I were to start saving stuff all over the place, wait, what was that on here? 19, so that makes this one 20. If I saved any of these, it would no longer just be editable new insert. It would be an edit page, and that's going to give me a different layout, and it's going to cement some of these things that I don't want cemented yet. It's a lot easier to mess with some of these things as they're still malleable, I guess is the way I think of it, as opposed to once I cook it by clicking create, then I got to rip it all apart, and it's just a lot easier to just have these open. And then once I'm satisfied that they're all pretty much good to go, then I'll close them all one after another. All right, so where was I? This was the 21st, so this will be the 20 something after the weekend, the 24th. And I keep hitting the date here, and then the time. I give it an end time. You don't need to give it an end time really, so that's just something I do. I don't even know why. I don't do it necessarily for any reason or really anything. I just have been clicking it. So if anybody has any insight as to whether or not there's a reason to do that, or if it behaves differently when you see people that don't do it. So this should be the 27th. So now I've got the appropriate dates on pretty much all of them. And this gets me out pretty much till the end of the month, 4 p.m. So you know what, since that is Monday will be the 1st, I'll just leave it. So that gives me pretty much the structure for the rest of the month. So now I can go in and fill in some details. Thinking, is there anything else I want to add to them in a batch? Not really. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the show numbers. So next I open up a shared file that the guys on the show and I use to keep track of the show. It's like this. It's a Google document, and it's got the show numbers over here somewhere. So like I know today's show is number 291. So I'll drop that in there. And then actually I'm lazy, so I'll copy this much of it. Then go to this one, and then I can go Control V2. And then I can go Control V3. And I can go so forth and so on, and not have to type anything. I don't forget what number. And then if I did it right, when I get to the end, I should be able to verify that. 99, so it looks like that'll be episode 300. All right. right, so now I'll just go verify that with our thing over here, and it looks like once we get to that next Friday, it should be episode 300. All right. So since I'm all the way over there and I'm on that tab, there's no necessary thing to do next. I'll just grab that piece of text and I'll zap it under here under Alt Topics. And I'm just copying it literally right out of our spreadsheet, so just a lot of copying and pasting now for a while. So our gun biz topic that day is history of FN. I also like to have some descriptive titles, so I'm going to throw that up there. And then Q&A. Let's see. We don't have a featured member yet, and I didn't put anything from this. Talking shit on others' firearms, gun shaming. Well, yeah, let's put gun shaming in there. I feel like I'm being shamed for gun shaming because I get paid to gun shame occasionally. Shamed for my choices. So then that is not the whole show, but at least that's some of the guts in there. So I'll go to the next show and I'll grab some of the guts from that one. So and stuff. I gotta go and change that. So if you're changing your boilerplate too much, then you're in boilerplate. Training best drill targets. We have another thing in here. Gun channel story time. With Mosin. We got nothing else? Come on. We're not doing really good on this. So let's see. That should be that day for now. We'll go on to 280.98. And vehicles. What the hell? Snapchat. Technical quiz. Nothing else. Boy, we really don't have much. I thought we had a bunch of stuff scheduled. And we got tactical quiz in there, so we can put tactical quiz up here. So if you want to jump in, let me know. You can jump over to channels. We'll give you a link. Just hit an exacta at the track. Was that some kind of gambling thing? Hey, if you're a gambler, what you're going to want to do is super chat. Oh, there's no super chat button. Next time I do a chat on gun websites, you're going to want super chat because that's just like a scratcher. All the satisfaction of spending money and no return at all. If you want a link though, head over to Gun Channels. Looks like no one's even listening over on Gun Channels, so it's a completely YouTube audience today. Feel proud of yourselves over there. How many people? 4 people. Massive audience. You're all on YouTube. Congratulations. All right, I forgot what channel I was on. I was on 298. Yeah, that's this isn't the most exciting part about live chatting. Put together show notes, copy into Michigan that day, and let's see. Good idea, bad idea on that day is gun posters at panels in your cubicle at work. So, gun stuff at work. I'm going to put that as the title. So, edit that. And then Michigan. So maybe Smeggy will be here this day. All right. So, Second Amendment issues, there is no such thing anymore. Is that Tuesday? Yeah. So there should also be whatever this SmackDown is called. It's in like half of them. Fuck. All right, well, anyway. So this isn't a thing anymore. This is the new thing. And I think so. Now I can go on to the next one. 2016. Nope, it is 296. Getting the kids into the guns. Finally have a movie that day. A bunch. Before. We talk about flamethrowers. That's interesting. Oh, WERS. This is gunsmithing schools. Flamethrowers and then gun Q&A. Hard not to hit that damn clear 8 button sometimes. Yeah, well, nobody's watching still, so. Alright, 291. Go back to 291. How to use gun channels. Tech Daddy did a show on stuff, so we'll put that in here. What the hell that is actually. That's probably Tech Daddy's show on Saturday. Alright. Come on. Let's see, we should be doing this already. All right, now down to April 18th. Advocacy is Minnesota. I'm lost. Tough guys, I could have sworn we did this movie already. Maybe. Oh, that's where we run out of movies, so I'm gonna go get movies off another page over here. Shows. Go. 25th. Oh shit, we got movies in email somewhere, I bet. spreadsheet? Where did my spreadsheet go? Come on. Come on. Can I paste them right here? No. Too much for Google. All right, well, I really feel like downloading them, so I'll just open them later. And that's loading. And that makes this. All right. Here's another one. Thank you. I don't know if we're talking about this one or not. We're going to talk about it again. What the fuck is this all about? Oh. Alright. Oh, shit. Okay, so I need to do this. And this. Shit, I don't have any of those, now, do I? Do. All right. So back to it. All right. Right. All right. Looks like everything else in the emails is for Dano about quiz stuff. So is anybody out there? No. All right. So where was I? Get some coffee. All right. Well, I think I got members of the day in there now. What do you do? I don't remember what that was about. So we got 6 people watching, only 5 thumbs up. So one of you hates this show. Obviously, it's a shame. Like, come over here and watch it if you hate it so much. Looks like early watch is still going. You could just go watch that instead. They're probably talking. Patreon supporter, you got the link over here to join in under posts. You get the link right there. And even if you don't want to join in, it'd be cool if you click that little heart, because that helps keep the systems running, lets people know that there's that offer out there and whatnot. All right, so go back to this one. What was I doing? I was doing titles. Title, no title. Nothing. There's nothing at all in this one. What's going on with that? 294. I was going to type Hitch up there. All right. And events. At some point, if I take too long doing this, then these things will all time out and all this work was for nothing. I have to go to all of them. So I gotta hustle at some point here and make sure I get done. Customer service experience. Best target drills. Like that. That's right or not, so I'll just add this because I don't know what the hell it actually does. What the hell is this? The 27th. Oh, let's see what happens. And then shooting events. All right, and good. So we've got a bunch of stuff in there. We don't have gun shows for every one of them. We don't have movies for every one of them, but we've got quite a bit of it in there. So at some point, like I say, I'm worried about them stalling out. So I think I will post this first one and see if it stalls out. And then we'll have today's show at least going. And Nobody's posted anything about a gun of the day or anything yet. So we'll just click create event and see what happens. Take a long time. There it goes. All right, so it worked. Yeah, it's not really a super chat. It's a pretty boring chat, I suppose. Are they still live over here? I think so. He's wrapping up.
There's nothing more than I hate, or there's nothing that I hate more, I should say, than having to sit on my ass constantly bored. That just horrible.
Should have just left that playing the whole time. An idiot.
To an extent. You know, when I work through the week, I can sit on my ass for at least one day on the weekend. It's unboring.
Oh yeah, relaxing, yeah, but I'm talking constantly.
But now that where I'm stuck doing nothing, it doesn't bother me that much because I can. I walk across my yard and I'm wore out.
Yeah.
I can still hunt because I can take 2 steps and stop. 2 more, stop. If I need to, I can sit down and rest. But I mean, as far as trying to work the fucking job, there's no goddamn way. I tried. I did it back in last April, I think. I went back to work. I could work an hour and a half or 2. I was fucking exhausted. I had to come home and go to bed. And I got these fuckers Social Security telling me that, well, I should be perfectly able to work. You're out of your fucking mind. I cannot. But at that point, my doctor was going to say that I was disabled either. Until this last friggin' cardiac ultrasound showed that I had such diminished heart pressure. So I actually have medical tests that say that I am very poor shape. My heart is. So hopefully it gets. More fucking guns.
Yeah. That 34 would have been in the house, huh?
No, probably not. 629 probably would have.
So,
Once I decided to get the 44 Magnum, I wasn't interested in 34 because I wanted the guns for the same purpose, basically. I wanted a gun to shoot long range with, long barrel range. And when it came to deciding what to get, the lady wanted a deer hunt, so I went with 44 Magnum revolver, and I could carry it on the KG. I rap. So I've lost interest in before. I was just wanting something to shoot range, kind of target this one.
You just wanted you a big old gun, man, and you got it. And then once you got it, you lost interest. That's how I was.
Now once I got it,
Good.
I wanted one that I could carry.
Yeah. See, well, me, I was dead fucking set on that Glock 41, the 10 millimeter, or the Glock 40, 10 millimeter, and the 41, 45. I was dead set on that, saw it, was gonna get it, and then next case over, man. Saw that revolver and it was done. I had both. I was like, yeah, I gotta get this one, man.
Revolvers are kind of a weird thing. How quickly they grab your freaking soul at the throat.
Yeah, it's one of the things I've noticed people either love them or really just don't care about them.
I really think that the ones that you don't care about have it spinning in all the time that they think that
But listen, I know we beat excuse me. I know we beat Big Four to death, but I'm telling you that I've said this before and I'll probably say it 100 more times, man. The only time I had a big ass smile from ear to ear shooting something like I did when I was shooting the 454, I shot a full auto Mac 10. That was the last time that I was that happy at the range. And, you know, I mean, it's just, it takes your shooting experience to a whole nother level.
it's like holding a bucket of candy in one hand.
Telling you, man. Now, the recoil sensitive may not appreciate a big bore, but, you know. It's just the prettiness of the revolver that I like.
It is good. The aesthetics are nice. And, it's a pretty gun. And, you know, the machinery aspect of it's kind of cool too. You know, the fact that you see the cylinder turn when you cock it and all that sort of crap. Recoil, yeah, I'm having a little issue with that, but you can download it to make it more comfortable to work your way up. And you don't, if you buy 44 Magnum and 45 Colt, like how we're actually located in shelf are that way. I'm not sure about 454, but you can put the 45 Colts in it. All right, if you want to close this, we can close it.
No, I'm good, man. Shit. Just click something I didn't want to click though.
And you can download and get the recoil down to where it's nothing.
Well, and that's why I'm really interested in getting this whole loading thing going already, because I like the fact that you can tune it. You know, that's kind of the appeal to me. And then secondary is the money thing, because that is a big issue.
Download for stuff for your wife to shoot. Load 45 Colt cases with appropriate loads of trail balls.
Yeah, because she loved that 45. She loved shooting the 45 out of it. But the 454, she shot A1. That was it. It wasn't even a strong one. It was one of the podcasts that Sean sent me. It wasn't even shit. It was like maybe 200 grains, maybe 230. I don't know, but it wasn't shit compared to the rest of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, the freaking 200 grain that Jackson Hollow once I loaded with 296 have far more recoil than 240 factory stuff does. Even the hunting loads. mean substantially more. I'm glad that there wasn't one of them in it when I had the incident with it when my thumb slipped. So I tried to shove the hammer all the way through my friggin' hand. I just hope I get back soon. I mean, get the gun back soon, but after tomorrow, it's not going to matter for a few days because I wouldn't be able to do that anyhow.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it was, I want to say it was Pat on YouTube, and it's deleted by now, but Pat was saying nowadays they get that shit in and out. Folks are healing up, I guess he said a couple, 3 days, something like that, you know. Probably more than that, but
They
yeah,
told me
technology.
that I would be up to 6 weeks before I'd have full use of my left arm, but that doesn't bother me much. Cowboy action modes, I can shoot that thing one-handed all day long. There's no recoil to speak of. The grips good.
Yeah. Thing like shooting those 45. I shoot 22 out of that big ass gun, man. I know it had to do because it was big and heavy and shit, but on barrel.
Stupid piece of shit.
Also, the brake on that thing has, or the ports, have a lot to do with calming that down when I can see video.
Yeah.
It's not, it doesn't look to be nearly as jumpy as mine. And I have longer barrel.
Yeah, but there, I don't know. There's more meat on that before. That the barrel has that like underlug that's fucking melted into the fucking thing. I don't know, man, but it's
Yeah, I'm sure that it's heavier, but it's not that much heavier.
No.
I think the ports make a shitload of difference.
Oh, it does, yeah, for sure. And also in loudness. That shit makes it way louder.
Yeah, I never thought about that. I can see where a brake goes, but
Well, I've heard that before, and I kind of called bullshit on it a little bit, but I took my 38, which is ported. It has 6 holes, 3 on each side. And my wife's sister's husband took his 357 and shot 38 out of it, and it's a whole different story. It's like out of the 357 without a ported barrel, and it's like a crack noise when it shoots out of mine.
wife's
don't imagine
sister's
what-
husband. You mean your brother-in-law?
Yeah, I don't claim him.
Ah,
I don't claim him. But yeah. So I mean, I've noticed that firsthand, so I could only imagine it being magnified with a bigger boom.
I'm with you. I think I'd have called bullshit on that one too. I mean, I can't imagine it'd be little holes making all that much difference.
Yeah. Even Sean was saying that too, and he was saying about the fireball, which I got to see.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, but that, oh man, have you ever shot your shit in low light yet? Well, probably not, huh?
No. But I've seen the fireball coming out of the freaking end of the barrel with the 296, big green.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's freaking noticeable inside a lighted room.
Yeah, I did it. It was about maybe 6 something in the morning out here. I shot it for a couple times. Oh man, I could only imagine. I don't think that I would ever shoot that thing inside of the house, like the fence or anything.
I don't know that I would
Yeah, I'm just stealing their content. Oops.
A lot. Well, that's why, man. When we did that whole build a gun and we had that 454 semi-auto, holy shit! I'm holding my breath for that one. I know it'll probably never be produced, but I'm still staying hopeful.
All right, there's the next 2 weeks worth of shows all set up. Here's our
I don't know.
Patreon
I
thing.
think bullet selection would be critical on that. You want to
And now we'll go set up for
probably
the
non-deflated hollow point,
other show.
Yeah.
something that would really match when you hit something hard.
Or maybe even like a semi-jacketed or something like that. I don't know. Flat nose.
No, I mean, you're talking heavy ass bullet coming out of really pretty fast. And if you miss, you want, house walls to stop it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Oh shit, man.
super interesting. Why aren't these all in here?
And I don't.
Well, that's why I do.
Upcoming.
Go ahead.
I don't think the deformity you would get hitting somebody with it
That was scary.
is going to hurt the
This
actual
won't
stopping power
actually
to
open
put the
because
head-
it'll say I'm in one right now because I am in one right now. So I'll kill that.
like.
Yeah.
But I can
somebody
still
with a
take
soft
this
bullet, they have
and
a
open it
couple
up.
layers of denim or something on. I don't think that's going to stop it when they
Looks
hit.
like we got about 45 minutes for that show to start. And I'll take the
Instead of
embed
being-
code.
45 caliber going in, it might
I'll
be
go over to Daily
68
Gun
caliber,
Show.
but it's still going in.
It's just going to be a bigger hole on the other side. That's all.
I'll delete that.
But
Open up
To that
thing.
end, I load
in the
mine
embed
with
code.
200 grain jacketed hollow points.
Save that.
That's
Go back
what
to
I
that
bought,
page.
not paying fucking attention.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wanted 200 soft or 200 soft jacketed soft points. Yeah, that's it. And I bought these things by picture and not really paying attention to what they were. But if I ever carry 44, that's what I'm carrying.
I really hope you get out hunting this year, man.
Yeah, me too.
That would be really cool.
I'm actually concerned with. I got to discuss it with my doctor about what I do if I do. How much do I carry a mile out of the forest?
Holy shit, I didn't even think about that, man. You'd have to like field dress it or something.
Oh, absolutely.
Just have a little one of them red wagons fucking strapped to your belt or something. Nah, 'cause that'd be too noisy.
Most
Oh, you're
likely what I'd have to do is go in and get some sort of cart or something from the vehicle, go back, climb the deer after they would
Man.
cut it up, carry it out east.
Yeah, because you can't drag it with you. That would fuck up your whole stocking.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And even then doing it in pieces, because then you're just adding, instead of one trip, 4 trips, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been contemplating this for a while now, but it's not going to do. Hopefully the doctor says I can exercise and try to build up some strength so I'm not at such a risk for it.
Oh, hey, Bob. Are you on? You're probably listening to me listen to that show.
Oh, I ain't worried about finding the deer. I can get out there and find it. I'm worried about getting it out.
Well, that way you could just sit there in your car, find it, take it down, and then bring the drone back, and then
You there, Bob?
One trip.
All right, well, Bobby ain't here, I don't think. So I'm going to go ahead and end it live, and then we'll be back in about 40 minutes or so with the
Guys and gals at gunwebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching gunwebsites.com.